Everyone asks me the same question when I say I'm retiring at 52. How do you pay for it before you can even touch your retirement accounts? Because look at this, over $600,000 of our money, the majority of everything we have, is locked inside these accounts. The IRS penalizes me hard if I touch it before 59 and a half, and I'm retiring 7 years early. So how do we cross that gap? That's exactly what I'm about to show you with our real numbers. The bridge, the one piece of engineering that makes retiring 7 years early possible. So let's put a number on that gap. I'm retiring at 52, but those accounts don't unlock until I'm 59 and a half, January of 2034. That's 7 full years where the majority of my net worth is completely off limits. So the real question isn't whether I have enough, it's whether I can reach enough at the right time. The solution is a separate pot of money I keep completely apart from those locked accounts, about $121,000, and here's exactly what's in it. Roughly $1,000 in a cash savings buffer, about $99,000 in a Treasury money market fund yielding 3.65%, and another $21,000 in a short-term Treasury ETF yielding 3.9. And notice what is not in there: no volatile stocks, nothing I'd be forced to sell at a loss. And that's the whole point of using treasuries instead of the stock market for this money. The bridge has exactly one job: to be there in full the moment I need it. Short-term treasuries are about as safe as money gets, backed by the US government, and right now they pay nearly 4% just to sit there. Could stocks earn more? Sure, in a good decade. But if the market drops 30% the year I retire, I cannot have my grocery money riding on it. You keep the growth engine in the retirement accounts, and the bridge stays boring on purpose. Now watch what actually happens to the bridge over those 7 years. You'd expect it to drain, right? It doesn't, because my VA income and my wife's paycheck cover most of our early expenses. We barely draw on it. Follow the line 2027, 2028, 2029, all the way to 2034. It doesn't fall. It climbs to about $159,000 by the time the retirement accounts finally unlock. The bridge doesn't just get us across, it grows while it carries us. But let's stress it. What if there's a recession during those bridge years, right when I'm most exposed? This is where the design pays off. The bridge isn't in the market, so a crash doesn't touch it, its value doesn't care what stocks do. And meanwhile, my locked retirement accounts get to sit and recover untouched, because I'm not pulling from them yet. A downturn in the bridge years is survivable precisely because I planned for it before it happened. That's the difference between a plan and a hope. And if we ever do need to spend it, there's a deliberate order. We drain the near zero interest cash savings first, then tap the treasury funds, letting the highest yielding dollars sit and earn the longest. In our current plan, the amount we're forced to withdraw before 59 and a half is zero. The bridge is a safety net we may never even have to stand on. Here's the takeaway: even if you'll never see a VA check, you don't need one. What you need is this: figure out the gap between the day you want to stop working and the day your retirement accounts open. Multiply your yearly expenses by those years and park that amount in something safe and liquid like short-term treasuries. That's your bridge. One quick note: in retirement, our taxable income drops so far that this money is taxed very lightly, but that's a whole episode on its own. Build the bridge, and retiring before 59 and a half stops being a fantasy and becomes a math problem you've already solved. Now, here's the part I'll keep updating for you, and this time it comes with a real-life plot twist. Since April, we've deliberately stacked $23,000 of new principal into our VUSXX Treasury Fund, together with a one-time transfer we made from our savings into a Treasury ETF at Merrill. That makes up our roughly $120,000 cash and Treasury bridge. But we're about to hit pause on those deposits on purpose. We chose a bucket list trip now, while we're both working, healthy, and young enough to really enjoy it, instead of someday on a fixed income. So for a little while, this number holds steady while we go actually live a little. Then we get right back to stacking. Because early retirement was never about worshiping a number, it's about buying our time back, and sometimes that means spending some of it now. Just a reminder, I'm not a financial advisor, so please do your own research. That's the bridge, the one piece of engineering that makes retiring at 52 actually work. If it made this click for you, tell me in the comments what you want next: the budget breakdown, the investment mix, or the tax strategy. Subscribe and follow along as we count down to retirement day. I'll see you in the next one.